It ain't on.
I gotta figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, looks like we're live.
As soon as I see something. All right, I see something. There we go. I have young people around me that specialize in technology, and when they're getting it wrong, I'm completely lost. I have no idea how to do this at all.
Well, the good news is that robots are taking over 1/3 of the workforce, so I guess we'll be working on that technology together.
All right, so what we do, B?
I believe people are logging on.
Your face is like the ultimate technology.
Currently live.
It's amazing.
Currently live.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is my second time doing this again, and so I'm just going to wait on a few more people to join in with us. So call everybody you know and let them know that Steve Harvey has a very, very special guest with him this morning who you're going to absolutely love. She's absolutely brilliant, and she's a part of the Vault Conference. And if you want more information, you can just go to vaultempowerment.com. Excuse me, vaultempower.com. Just go to vaultempower.com, get all the information. Throwing a wonderful conference May 17th through the 19th at the Sheraton Universal out in Los Angeles. So as we wait on some more people to join in, and my assistant just walked out, so if anything goes wrong, we're in a world of trouble. So just kill a few.
With an S.
Yeah, so you can see this lovely person who's joined us. Her name is Ashley Stahl, everybody. And let me just introduce you to her. Ashley Stahl happens to be a career coach. So the Vault Conference is not just about people who want to go into business, but people who want to enhance their careers, develop their opportunities, just become better all around. You don't have to have a business to become hugely successful. Some great careers out there, and people need to know how to flourish inside those careers. So Ashley Stahl is a career coach who helps people find their dream jobs, who help them land their dream careers, how to make more money in corporate America. I mean, how? Wow. I mean, I think that's what it's all about. So I guess we'll just go on and get started, because I've just introduced my guest today, who will be one of the major speakers at the Vault Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ashley Stahl. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to connect with everybody who's coming.
Yeah, that's really great. Now, thank you for joining us. You know, it's always exciting for me to get really, really qualified people, because, you know, I don't know everything there is to know about every arena or every area of empowerment and every arena of making money. So you got to bring in people who specialize in certain things, and that's exactly what Ashley does. So let me ask you a couple of questions, Ashley. Why don't you briefly share with the people who joined us this morning a little bit about yourself and the work that you do?
Well, I am highly caffeinated right now, so I'm ready to rage and I'm excited. Thanks so much for having me. I am a counterterrorism professional turned career and business coach for mostly millennials, but all sorts of women and men who are at that point where they might feel like something's missing in their career. So I've spent the past 10 years speaking on stages about how to really get connected to your purpose in the workforce, and really to match who you are with the job you're doing, because I think we live in a world where people misunderstand their interests and they give an undue promotion, meaning that they look at their interests and they say, I'm going to turn this into a career, when really if you don't have clarity on the best career path for you, it's about connecting to yourself and really getting to know your likes, your dislikes, and what options you have in the workforce. So that's what I've been focused on. I created a podcast called the U-Turn Podcast, YOU Turn, and I'm really focused on using that to help people connect to themselves and really, really get to know what is best for them, and upgrade their confidence when it comes to the workforce. So that's what I've been focusing on now, and that's what I'm excited to support people with.
Well, that's great. So, okay, we've invited you to the Vault Conference. So what is it about coming to this conference that we're going to have out here in Los Angeles, May 17th through the 19th at the Sheraton Universal? What excites you about being a part of this conference?
You know, I think everybody who goes to a conference, one of the biggest gifts that we're not thinking about when we're thinking about the schedule and who's presenting is just the people who are attending. So I'm really excited to meet other go-getters, because I think people who attend conferences like this are growth-minded, and there's such a value in the audience as much as there is in the speakers. But I read a journal this week about research on what makes somebody memorable and what experience you can create to be memorable. And I read that I thought maybe it was love, like having a loving experience with someone was memorable. But what it turns out research indicates is it's captivation. That if you can captivate or create a sense of awe for someone, they will never forget it. And it is stored in their brain, unlike any other memory. And what I've found working in personal development is I'm really here to help that person who wants more. And I'm so excited to be doing that at the Vault Conference through my breakout session and through my fireside chat. And I want to take a stand for everyone who's listening, their worthiness, and help them release any beliefs they're buying into that keeps them from really stepping into what they deserve. Because right now, for anybody listening, there's someone doing exactly what you want to be doing. And the only reason, and maybe they're less qualified than you, but the only reason they're doing it is because they believe that they could. So I'm the most excited to really stand for people's worthiness and help them realize what's possible for them at the conference.
Wow. You know, you said something that's really interesting, because when I did the jump video, one of the things I talked about in the video was people stand on the cliff of life and they watch people go soaring by. They watch people travel around the world. They watch people take exciting trips. They watch people get a new car every 2 years. You look up the street, it just all types of things. And they sit there in their life and they just wonder, why not me? You know, and you know, when you mention that, you know, that you keep wondering why it's happening for other people and why not you, there's usually some type of reason. So tell me this right here. Can you share one of the key reasons you think why people struggle in not finding their dream job?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I honestly think, you know, something that I talk about, and that's why I kind of came up with this idea of a U-turn, you know, like YOU, turn, 2 words, because it's about making a U-turn and turning back to yourself. I think we grow up in houses where there's a lot of noise, and we are conditioned to believe in such limitation of what careers are available. If you think about when you were a kid, it's like an astronaut, a firefighter, a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer. They're very limited ideas presented to us. And I think we all get into fear and scarcity, and we buy into the belief that we need to do something to look good on paper or to survive in the world, when really there's so much more available, and we buy into these beliefs that we can't have what we want. And so I think what I'm really, I think the biggest reason people struggle to find their dream job is that they're not connected to themselves. They've spent too much of their life in survival mode, trying to create a career that looks good or is going to pay them what they think they want to make.
Right.
And they discount the things they actually want to do. And one of my favorite things about this is that, having coached hundreds of people on their career, I'm learning that most people already know what they want to do, but they've somewhere along the line discounted it. And so that's also the idea of U-turn, is just connecting back to yourself and realizing that you already know what you want to really do. And it's about removing the layers that you've bought into about money and about whatever belief systems that you've carried with you since you were a kid.
Wow. So let's do this. Let's get the people excited about coming, because, you know,
woohoo,
and understanding the value of what they can actually get by coming to the conference. So let's look at it from this point. Just kind of, let's give from your perspective, let's just give them a rundown of some of the things you'll be covering at the conference, and see if we can maybe fit into somebody's niche that's watching here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to be doing a fireside chat, which I'm really excited about, a free-form conversation. But I'll also be doing a breakout session, and I'm so excited about this because I'll be able to connect with so many of you attending. And in this session, I'm going to be giving a talk on how to unlock the best career path for you. And after that brief talk, we're going to be going into some exercises, breaking out into small groups where you can get to know each other, connect. And I'm going to be sharing some questions that you'll be answering in the group with the people with you, maybe 3 or 4 people, about what's really true for you, about where you are, and most importantly, why you're not where you want to be. So through those conversations, I want to reconvene and start spot coaching people on how to really figure out how they can release that belief system, because so many people carry that with them, and to educate them on careers that they might not know exist that align with their skill sets. And what I found is you don't know what you don't know about what's out there. And so that's what I'll be offering. And there's a few key concepts I'll be going through. The first is just doing a self-audit. Really asking the people in your life, where am I at my best? Because sometimes people who are really close to you have seen you at what they think is your best, and you're not even aware that you're really shining. So helping people connect to where they're awesome. Also, following what feels good, connecting to your body, because as a young kid, we usually had some ideas on what we really light up about, what we're excited about. And it's so important that we start to connect to that, because a lot of people are following what doesn't feel so good because they think they need to do it. And so really waking you up to what feels good for you and how we can get you to do more of that, putting a ladder from your head to your heart. And then, of course, my favorite thing, clarity coming from engagement and not from thought. So helping people figure out how can they engage in their process of coming up with answers, because clarity is not something you can just think your way into.
Wow. So I think that's pretty cool, because I was sitting here and I was just listening to you. You're talking about unlocking your best career path. You're talking about talking to people, putting them in breakout groups so they can, discover their truth, what's good for them, what's bad for them, why you're not where you want to be career-wise, in your life. You want to offer options to people when you're up there speaking. You're going to help people perform a self-audit, to get what feels good to you, and then some clarity. I think those are things that are key, because I think a lot of these things that you're talking about, talking to the people about at the conference, are things that people haven't really sat down and really taken inventory of in their life. And what's always cool with me is, as old as I am, I'm learning every day. I'm still learning better ways to do something. I ran up into something, somebody sent me a message the other day, said, "Steve, this is for you." And it said, "I'm slowly becoming the person that I should have been a long time ago." And so, as I learn all of these new things, even at my age, man, that really can propel me to the next level, because whatever a person thinks about me, I'm really not where I want to be yet. I'm really, really not. I'm always working to get better. I'm always working, trying to accomplish more, trying to make deeper footprints in the sand. So I think what you're talking about is good. I might have to sit in on this myself.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Yeah, I ain't in search of a career, but I like some methods you're doing. So Ashley Stahl, everybody, is a career coach. She's gonna help people find their dream job, land their dream careers, and give you some actual hands-on tools that you can use to discover this self on your own. And so I think it'll be great. Her name is Ashley Stahl. She's going to be joining us May 17th through the 19th at the Sheraton Universal. It's called the Vault Empowerment Conference. You can go to vaultempower.com. Go to vaultempower.com right now. Sign up. Don't miss it. It's going to be great. Ashley, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to see you there.
All right. Be good now. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you joining us.
Take care.